I thought I'd put a couple of predictions out in advance. Oh no, we're gonna get copywritten. Oh no! There we go. I don't want Boy Genius to freaking sue me. But yeah, Switch 2 Direct. That's a thing today. Very excited for that. So what am I expecting to see? That's a great question. It's a very good question. I think we can get the obvious out of the way. I think Mario Kart is kind of a dead ringer for a launch window at the very least. I personally think it'll probably be a launch title. But there's no knowing 100%. I also don't... They did announce it as the new Mario Kart game, right? Like, I wanna believe that, but if I haven't, I mean, like, that'd be pretty crazy if the new Mario game integrated that. And that's a great segue because I do think we'll see a 3D Mario game today. I think there's no way we're going 8 years past Odyssey and, like 4 give or take, since Bowser's Fury, to see a new 3D Mario game. I think that's kind of a lock for this year, especially as I don't imagine we'll see a brand new 3D Zelda game today. Remasters, I think that's totally on the table. Maybe even a remake. I don't know if I want to put my eggs in an Ocarina of Time basket, but I would certainly love to see an Ocarina of Time remake. But I just don't think it's entirely likely, as much as I would love to see that. Yeah, so going down the list, I think Kirby has a pretty solid chance of showing up today. We haven't really had a new Kirby game since Return to Dreamland Deluxe, which was, I don't know, like 2-ish years ago. So I would love to see a new 3D Kirby game. I would also love to see a new 2D Kirby game. I really loved Forgotten Land. I don't know if it overtakes Superstar Ultra as my favorite Kirby game, or Planet Robobot. I know there are rumors actually about a Planet Robobot remaster remake. I think that could be very cool. But yeah, I mean, it's something I've already played before, so I'm kind of more excited for something new copy abilities, all that jazz. And let's talk about the monkey in the room. So there have been rumors for a very long time that there is a new 3D Donkey Kong in development. We now know that Vicarious Visions was also working on a 3D Donkey Kong game before that got canceled. So is Nintendo EPD working on a new 3D Donkey Kong game? I think it's likely. I think a new Donkey Kong game is kind of a guarantee, given he got a new design, he has the theme parks, he was in the movie with that new redesign. It's all about what form does that take, I think it's... I don't know if it's entirely likely, but I would love a team-up Mario and Donkey Kong game. That's been talked about a lot. I've been thinking about it since we left the theater, saying Donkey Kong get a fire flower power-up. I would love to see where they could take that. It would be pretty sweet to see that, but yeah, just going down the list of franchises, I don't know if Star Fox would show up today. It'd be cool if we got a brand new on-rails Star Fox game. We haven't really had that in a long time. Star Fox Zero was kind of a bomb, but Pikmin I would love to see. Don't think it's happening. Now, there has been a lot of naysayers about a new Animal Crossing coming out, and I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. I honestly do think there's a very good chance we could see an Animal Crossing game. If not for the launch year, then maybe a little bit farther out, but I think people unwilling to believe that it could come out is a little weird, especially since they dropped support for that game so fast, whereas New Leaf got multiple years of content, and this game is substantially bigger. There's so much more of a player base for New Horizons than there ever was for New Leaf. I definitely think the fact that they dropped Splatoon 3 like last year, I want to say 2024, there's a good chance that Animal Crossing could show up. Hey, there's a good chance a new Splatoon game could show up. Be it a spin-off, which I would really like to flesh out the world more. I love what they do in the campaigns, but it'd be cool, and I was kind of hoping for more of an expansive campaign with 3, kind of going into the post-apocalyptic setting of that. I just don't know how likely that is. Metroid, I think Prime 4 is kind of a given. And then, yeah, I mean, Pokemon definitely will show up in some form or fashion. Be it just a box art to be like, here's a Nintendo Switch 2 enhanced game. I think Pokemon will show up. I don't know if it'll be the set piece they want it to be, so I don't know how heavily it'll feature. I would certainly love it to feature in a brand new way, but I don't anticipate seeing a Pokemon game that takes my breath away. Kid Icarus, I think, has a good shot, as well as Smash Brothers. We don't know what Masahiro Sakurai's next project is. He retweeted it. He's excited about it. He's been working on a game since 2021, or since 2022 when they finished up Sora. He was already pretty much done with a design document that he revealed on his YouTube channel. So I would personally be fine with any game that's Sakurai. If they have the name Sakurai attached to something, I'm significantly more interested in that. Even if it was in a franchise I already love, like a Mario or Zelda or whatever, I don't know. It would be cool to see him like put his own spin on Star Fox, put his own spin on any of the characters he's touched on Smash. Hey, even maybe a new F-Zero. I don't know. I think F-Zero 99 happening was super cool, and I don't know how likely it is down in the future. Or down the line, I should say. ARMS, we could get an ARMS 2, maybe. We could see a new Mario Paint, a new SimCity. I'm very curious to see what they do with the mouse controls. I think that's probably something I'm more interested in, to see what the software regarding the mouse controls will be, beyond just like porting Civilization 6 or any like real-time strategy game that isn't a Pikmin game. Seeing how that controls, maybe a shooter. Marvel Rivals would be cool to see here. I think Elden Ring has a good shot of showing here. Baldur's Gate 3, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. Pretty much any big PS5 and like late PS4 game, I think, has a good shot, or that generation. Because I do think we'll probably see some Xbox games like Master Chief Collection, maybe Forza. I think Doom is a dead ringer, or like easily going to appear here, considering how big for the Switch, and how big for like the message of the Switch it was that all those Bethesda games came, like Skyrim, Doom, Wolfenstein. I don't think Rage ever went, but there are so many Bethesda games that it's kind of baffling. So yeah, I think we'll see some Xbox games as well. Minecraft will definitely show up, Fortnite will show up. All your free-to-play games, GTA 5 could show up, I don't know, man. Like, just squeeze out the rest of those sales while you can, I guess, before GTA 6 comes out later this year. I don't know, my excitement level is kind of through the roof right now. We're coming off the last Direct, and they revived Rhythm Heaven and Tamagotchi Life, so anything's really possible. I'm super stoked about what this is going to show. I mean, there's so many games I haven't even talked about. Like, there's, like, Capcom, Square Enix, Sega, like, Konami even. Like, I just want to know what's going to be coming out for this thing, and having a Nintendo system on the level of the last generation hardware, PS4, Xbox One generation, is very exciting to me, because a lot of their Switch games were a lot more ambitious than any 360 or PS3 game ever were. May not ever were, but on the whole, like, I don't think we had something on the scope of the Zelda games or any of the Xenoblade games. So it is just very impressive that like, seeing what they could do with the Switch 1 and seeing what they could do with the Switch 2. The increased power is going to be pretty huge, I'm hoping. I would love to see a lot of games get that Breath of the Wild style of moment. Like, Mario Odyssey was not a Breath of the Wild moment. It was like one of, if not the best 3D Mario game in the franchise. But seeing where they could take Mario next, and being able to like have like a fully open world, explorable Mushroom Kingdom. I was joking earlier to one of my roommates that, like, the Super Mario Brothers movie, the game, is not completely off the table. And while I wouldn't like to do like the Lego thing of just like following the plot of the movie, taking that world and letting you explore that, I think could be really, really exciting. I'm thinking of just Toad Town and like platforming above it, just on like typical Mario foliage and like platforming elements. I think that could be super cool. Xenoblade or Monolith Soft's next game, I would get extremely excited for. I will pop off whenever I see the Monolith Soft logo. I'm currently playing through Rex. I'm like 20-ish hours in. I'm still trying to get to Chapter 4, but not really important for the topic of this conversation. It'd be cool to get a new Wario game, whether that be a WarioWare to, like, you know, promote the mouse controls, or if it was like a Wario Land game to just bring that back. I mean, they made a big deal of bringing back Wario Land 4 for NSO. Speaking of that, like, I honestly do think we could get some new consoles maybe announced on NSO. This doesn't seem like a typical Nintendo Direct, but at the same time, I do think the next generation of Nintendo Switch Online is going to be important. Like, why would we upgrade? Are they going to raise the price? And if so, what are they going to give us in order to, like, you know, necessitate or, like, kind of validify that price increase? That's a big question to me. Yeah, I mean, like, for something like this, we can only really look back to the Switch 1 release, or the Switch 1 presentation, and see how monumental that was into revealing basically the full lineup for the first year of the Switch 1. I think the Switch 2 will have something very similar, but until then, like, it's just hard to know. We're about an hour and 20 minutes out. I'm going to quickly edit this and put this out there just so it's on the table. I'm going to be excited no matter what, and I will see you guys in just a little while.